This stack of books is going to be 5-star central. I can feel it. Hello my friends, my name is Michaela. Welcome or welcome back to my YouTube channel where we talk about all things book. Today we're going to be speaking about my June TBR, and listen, I'm confident that I have picked out some really good books this month. We are going to get 5 stars everywhere. 5-star central. I'm manifesting it, all right? If this is the first time you are coming across my channel or you haven't yet subscribed, I would love it so much if you did. Without further ado, we've got, I think, 11 books to talk about, so let's get into it. The first book is Noelle W. Eiley's Such Quiet Girls. Now, this is a brand new release. It only came out in May, and I have been seeing nothing but glowing reviews about it. Do you want to know something I'm really sad about though? So Noelle W. Eiley has now been picked up by like a mainstream publisher, so her books are no longer like Amazon published, and look at the size difference between them. Like, look at the size difference. This book is so much smaller, but there's just something about these big Amazon published books that I absolutely love. Whereas this one, like, it's just not got, like, it doesn't hit the same. Do you know what I mean? I mean, it is a little bit floppy. Could be better. This follows a woman who has lied on her job application to get a job as a bus driver. I mean, what has she lied about? That's a bit concerning, isn't it? No DBS checks and the bus gets hijacked. The bus literally gets hijacked with her and I think 11 other kids on it. So straight away, we're getting like high stakes, fast paced, anxiety inducing. Like, that's what I want to feel while I'm reading this book. And then I've literally just seen on the blurb that it says that they get trapped inside a shipping container. So I think the hostages are going to move them inside a shipping container. And I mean, that's bloody terrifying, isn't it? So from what I've seen and the books I've read from Noelle Eiley so far, she bases her stories on like true events, but fictionalizes the story. But I don't know if that's the case with this one. I think it might be, but I'm excited to find out. Switching it up a second, we're going to switch to the cozy fantasy. I think this is only one of 2 non-thriller mystery books that I've got on my TBR this month, and this one is The Spell Shops by Sarah Beth Durst. This is the most stunning cover I think I've ever seen. Like, it's literally given fairy tale, isn't it? It's given fairy tale, it's given enchanted. I'm hoping it's going to provide me like with all of the cozy fantasy vibes. Somebody has blurbed this saying that it's as comforting as homemade jam on a freshly baked muffin. That's instantly made me hungry. I've had my eye on this one for a while when it came out in hardback, but it's just been released in paperback. So of course I've got it and I'm so excited to read it. And it follows a woman that worked as a librarian. So we're getting like the books included in it, and I just love that every single time. But sadly, the library burns down, so she's going back to her childhood home, and like, is it magical? Is it not? We'll find out. This author's next book is also being released in July, and I got a copy of it. It came the other day, and oh my God, the cover again, like, your cover designer, give them a raise. They know exactly what they're doing. And I actually thought that this was a sequel to The Spell Shop, but apparently it's not, because it did say like on like the press release that came with it that it's a standalone. So I wonder if they are like tangled up in any way. Tangled up? That's not what I'm looking for. What word am I looking for? Connected. I wonder if they're connected in any way. Okay, the next 3 books I've picked out intentionally, and this is because I am getting like so many new releases. I'm pre-ordering so many books that like I'm kind of forgetting the backlist books that are on my TBR, like ones that like I'm not necessarily excited for, but I was excited for them at one point, you know, and I need to get that excitement back. So I've purposely picked out 3 books from my backlist, and I think I'm going to do it as like a bit of a vlog series to encourage me. So let me show you what they are. This is one I remember everybody talking about a few years ago, like everybody saying how good this book was. And I remember, I think I came across it in like a secondhand bookshop, like it's definitely not a new copy, and I think I got it for like £1 or something maybe, and thinking, yeah, no, can't wait to read that. It's been sat on my bookshelf for 2 years, and that needs to change. It literally needs to change. So this follows a family as they get a phone call and somebody tells them, we've kidnapped your kids, we've got your kids, and there's only one way you're going to get your child back, and that's if you kidnap somebody else's child. I mean, stop. What? I'm going to be real. Like, sometimes I don't love books when they follow like parents looking for their kids because like I've got no kids, do you know what I mean? Like I can't necessarily like relate to it. I do sympathize, of course, like I'm not that psychotic or like, yeah, but I don't know, but I do like a missing kid plot, so maybe that's gonna like take over it. I don't like reading about parents looking for their kids, but I don't mind a missing kid. Make that make sense, Michaela. As always, if you've read any of the books that I'm going to speak about today, I'd love to know what you thought of them, like whether that's good or bad. Please let me know. I want to get back into reading thriller book series. Like I feel like all my attention for a while went on the Chris Carter, Robert Hunter series, and I need to pick back up on the thriller book series. And this is the start of the D.I. Helen Grace thriller book series by MJ Arledge. This is book 1. Anytime that people see this book on my bookshelf, or like I talk about it for any reason or talk about MJ Arledge, everyone's like, Michaela, why haven't you read Eeny Meeny yet? Like literally why? And I couldn't tell you. Again, this is one that I want to say has been sat on my bookshelf for like 2 years. And do you know what? Something that really excited me about this book was there's 114 chapters. There's 114 chapters in this book. I just love a short chapter. I don't know what it is. I don't know what like the psychology is behind it, because I just get through them so much more quicker than like normal like long chapter books. Do you know what it is? I think it's because I'm always like, oh okay, one more chapter, oh okay, one more chapter. I think that's got to be it, right? I want to say there's like 10 books maybe or more out in this series, so I'm really excited to get into a new series. And the premise of this says the girl emerged from the woods barely alive. Her story was beyond belief, but it was true. Days later, another desperate escapee is found and a pattern is emerging. Pairs of victims are being abducted, imprisoned, and then faced with a terrible choice. Kill or be killed. Would you rather lose your life or lose your mind? I mean, I'm going to go with neither, to be honest. Claire Douglas, The Couple at Number 9, is another book that I picked up secondhand, and I mean, look at the cracked spine. It literally makes me so sad. But then, at least when I read it, I won't feel so bad about it. Claire Douglas is one of my favourite, like, domestic thriller authors. I love her. Like, her books never have, like, a mad, complex plot. Like, her books are quite, like, simple domestic thrillers. But her writing is so easy to read. And, like, you just know you're going to have a good time. Like, literally have a good time. I think I seen Francesca read this book, and I'm pretty sure she gave it 5 stars. And, like, I swear, she's as stingy with her 5-star thrillers as what I am. So that's made me really excited to read it. And, like, again, when I seen her give that review, I was like, oh, I need to read that. Here we are, another year later. But I'm doing it. It's happening. It's happening in June. So this follows a couple who have just moved into a brand new home, and as they're renovating, they find some bodies. They find some bodies in the garden that they didn't pay for. They didn't realise that was coming along with the house. That's very much given Keep It in the Family, isn't it? It's given Keep It in the Family by John Mars. But yeah, this is another one I've heard really, really good things about. The one thing with Claire Douglas, though, is all her book covers look the same. They literally all look the same. I'll put some on screen. And like, I never know which ones I've read because they all look the same. This is another one where I don't think I've seen anybody give it less than 5 stars. Like, literally give it less than 5 stars. Emma Reads Crime, who's another one of my favourite booktubers, she gave this 5 stars, and she's another one that's even stingier with her 5 stars than me. I want to say she did this on audio as well, actually, so I may check out the audiobook, but it isn't very long. And this is given historical. It's given a historical thriller. Is it a thriller, though? I don't actually know. I've just heard people giving it 5 stars, and I was like, okay, fine, I'll buy it. I actually went like into Waterstones hunting this book down as well. So it says it's got 3 timelines. It's got Paris 1938, Cambridge 1991, and Dubai now. So yeah, that's all I want to know, to be honest. I do like kind of going into my books blind, but I do have to kind of know a little bit about them. Otherwise, this video wouldn't be coming to you, would it? Also, fun fact, this author is a husband and wife duo. A husband and wife duo. How cute is that? Like, I wonder if they like argue, like of where like they want the book to go. Like, do you reckon they do? Or one of them's like, oh, I can't be bothered to write the book tonight, babe. And they're like, you write the next chapter, go on. I wonder if they have like a good work-life balance. Do they just talk about their book all the time? I don't know. One of you lovely people picked my next book out. I'm so sorry, I can't remember your name. But they commented on my video and said, like, I absolutely love Grady Hendrix. Like, these are some of my favourite books. And I was like, right, okay, you pick which one is going on next month's TBR. Like, let me know which one. And they picked The Sevens Book Club's Guide to Slaying Vampires by Grady Hendrix. This is another massive book. Oh, I don't know what it is. Like literally so big. I'm going to Dublin. When you see this video, it will be this weekend. So in Ireland, they don't really do hardback books for some reason. Like they mainly do like trade paperbacks. And you just know I'm gonna go feral. I'm gonna take a suitcase, especially for books. I'm not doing that. Do you know how much Ryanair charge for a suitcase? Not happening. So this follows a woman who isn't living a very happy life. The only thing that makes her happy is her book club, where they all talk about true crime. And then one day she meets a man. And people connected to them start going missing. So is he involved? And I've just seen it says it's set in 1993. Like a bit of a nostalgic setting, you know? I think Grady Hendrix loves the 90s. I've got the vibe that he's a 90s lover. This book as well, like on Storygraph, they will give you book recommendations based on like your book ratings previously. So like other books that you've liked. And this is always in that list. Like, Michaela, you are going to love this. So I'm trusting you and I'm trusting Storygraph. Human Remains by Jo Callahan is book 3 in the D.I. Aid Lock series. This is book 3. They can all be read as standalones. However, I would recommend that you don't read them as standalones and read them because they are incredible. If you have watched any of my videos, I'm sure you're sick of me banging on about this series, but wow. I've literally binged it. I've read like one a month. So this is book 3. I can't contain my excitement. I have seen people saying that this one is the best one yet. The first book is In the Blink of an Eye. The second book is Leave No Trace. And yeah, the third book is Human Remains. And essentially they are all following a AI police detective. So we've got our main police detective. Her name is Kat, and she was tasked in book 1 to pilot like the latest AI program within the police force. So she's essentially responsible for like training him and making sure he acts proper, because sometimes he doesn't. Like there's a lot of humor in this. If you like a police procedural book with like something a bit different, like I feel like they could be like, they're very like Black Mirror-esque, then you definitely should check this series out. I've listened to the first 2 on audio and the audiobook is fantastic. The narrator did a great job, but I do think I'm going to read this one physically. Also, what a fantastic cover. Love it, obsessed. An arc I'm planning on reading this month is It's Always the Husband by C.L. Taylor. I always think it's so silly that they don't like put the title on the front cover of the book. I'm not really sure why, because then I have to hold it like this and people are like, why are you holding it on the side? Because the front looks like this. The front says, 1 dead wife is tragic. 2 starts to look like murder. It doesn't say starts, I've just added words to it. This follows a newly divorced woman as she's just moved to a brand new town and she starts to bond at the school gates with the local widow. It's not a very nice name to call people, is it? The local widow. Anyway, people have suspected that he may be involved in his wife's death. Who's the second one though? And like, is our main character, is she about to become his next victim? Is she number 2? I'm a big fan of C.L. Taylor, literally love her. I read Every Move You Make by her last year. That's an incredible book. If you've not read that, you absolutely should. That follows like a group of people who are being stalked. So in order to protect each other, they kind of set up a WhatsApp group and then start stalking each other's stalkers. So like they know where they are at all times. That one was so clever. Go read that book. This is coming out in June as well. So hopefully I can get it read and tell you whether it's one that you should be pre-ordering or order by the time I read it. For mine and Emma Reads Crimes in-person book club that we have every single month, this month we are going to be reading It Should Have Been You by Andrea Mara. And this is another one that I keep on seeing 5 stars everywhere for. I was a bit nervous because I didn't like her last release, Someone in the Attic. I spoke about that in my worst books video. If you haven't watched that, go check it out. A little self-plug, you know. So yeah, I was a bit nervous to be honest, and I wasn't sure whether I was going to pick this for book club until I started seeing some reviews. And like I said, so far they have been glowing. This follows a woman that is sending a really bitchy message like about her neighbours. She's meant to send it to her sister, but she accidentally sends it to her WhatsApp, like the neighbourhood WhatsApp group chat. No, can you imagine? How many times have you like sent somebody a message that was meant for someone else? Is literally the worst feeling, like your heart drops in your arse. And the next thing you know, someone ends up dead. Of course they do. It's a thriller book. what else do we expect at this point? But yeah, like I said, I think this is going to be, I'm sure Ashley said to me that this is a suburban thriller, not a domestic, suburban. So yeah, and I think Andrea Mara's books are always set in Ireland as well, which is fun. So make sure you come back at the end of the month, because not only will I tell you what I thought of the book, I'll tell you what book club thought of the book as well. Okay, so you know I said at the beginning how I've got another book on my TBR this month that is not a thriller. This is it. And it is Ordinary Love by Marie Rutowski. I'm so sorry, I'm butchering that name. I want to start reading like more Sapphic books. Like I feel like I don't read enough of them as somebody who is gay. And people are always asking me for recommendations, and honestly, I really don't have many of them. So yeah, I'm gonna make a conscious effort, and this is a Sapphic book. Oh my god, let me just show you the naked hardback of this, because like normally naked hardbacks like just aren't really that nice, are they? No, stop. How stunning is this cover? Like, the truth is we were never really friends, never just that. And there's like another quote on the back. I think that's so beautiful. I wish more publishers like would put more effort into their naked hardbacks as they do with the covers. Most of the time they're just boring. So this follows two women who fell in love like when they were teenagers, and they had this like powerful connection, and then as things kind of do when you're younger, they lost touch, and they both got on with their lives, and now their lives couldn't be more different. One of them's an Olympic runner, and the other one's got a husband and two kids. When they get drawn back together later in life, and like, are they gonna have that second chance, you know? I'm hoping this is gonna make me cry. Like, come on, I want to cry. I want tears to fall out of my face. I feel like I got through them quite quickly. I feel like a lot of the videos I've been doing lately have been really long. So let me know, do you prefer the long videos? Do you prefer shorter videos? Or do you like a mix of the two? I would love to know, because your girl can talk. Your girl can literally talk for days. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit the subscribe button on your way out and give me a thumbs up. It really helps. And I shall see you next time.